Welcome to the Nerds Cantos.
That's right. Jesus Christ, man. I can't do a fucking intro to save my life, dude. We did this just last time. It's not even a bit. I don't want to cough. I just start to cough as soon as I'm taking a swig of water. Hold on.
It's a nervous tick.
I'd make so many of these. There's no way. Okay, I feel no nerves in any way. The ums are definitely a nervous tick, but I can't stop those. We're doing a non-book club episode, gentlemen, viewers, ladies, anyone here. Our 5 watchers, shout out. We're doing a non-book.
Themtleman.
Yeah, we're doing a non-Themtleman, dude. No, never. We're never saying that again. We haven't done one of these, by the way, since July 26th, 2023, which was our video titled Aliens Exist.
Has it really been that long since we haven't talked about a book?
Yeah. Because everything post that, Fire Punch, JoJo's. Sorry, we did a best things of 2023, which was in January of 2024. But outside of that, it's all of it's been book club stuff. So
I think we're weird.
You think we're weird?
Yeah, I think we might.
Why? Why so? Why do you say that? Why do you say that, huh?
We talk about books too much.
I don't think too much. I think we just made it a book podcast. But originally,
it's just supposed to be nerd shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say there wasn't really a conceit. We were just gonna make a podcast because that's what 3 nerdy guys do, and when they talk to each other enough, they're like, "Let's make a podcast, guys. We're funny."
We're not.
No, I don't know. We actually don't know why we did this. I think we just thought it'd be a fun thing to do. And now we're here, fucking. Dude, hold on? How long have we been doing this?
Like,
hold on,
3.5 years.
Hold on,
a while.
September 13th, 2021. Our first.
We've been doing.
Cantos.
Oh my god.
Nerds Cantos Part 1 introductions plus the PlayStation Showcase. So I guess we talked about whatever PlayStation Showcase happened at that time.
Started it fresh out of high school, pretty much.
I'll wait for you. Yeah, I was in college, community college, so. Yikes, man. We've been doing this a long time. And so, for 2 years now, we've been doing book stuff, which I think has been nice. You know, you 5 viewers have been nice and consistent. We appreciate that here. But we're switching it up today. We're going back to our podcast roots. And we're going to talk about... I don't know, I figured we have a main theme, but most podcasts kind of talk about other things first. You know, there's a myriad of topics, you know what I'm saying, guys? So, maybe, I don't know if we do that. We'll see. We'll see if it's entertaining, you know? I don't know, you guys got anything you want to talk? Anything off the top of the dome that you think, is podcast worthy?
Bro, they just added a new hero monkey to Bloons Tower Defense 6. His name's Silas. He's like an ice monkey. So, listen, Bloons TD6, BTD6, it's big, We got that roguelike Vampire Survivors game coming out, I think it's huge, for the balloon popper community. I mean, this is massive, bro.
Balloon popper community,
not balloon, BLOON.
Okay, so a new balloon hero, new monkey, if you will.
This is a monkey. It's a little ice monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I like balloons.
We know you like balloons. This guy Nolan over here talks about balloons all the time. He's playing it right now.
Yeah,
I am.
If we're in a conversation and we're not actively playing something, it's like at least a 50% chance he's playing
balloons.
That.
Yeah. Stewie, what about
balloons
you?
Are some shitty simulator.
You got anything, Stewie?
About generic podcast topics?
Generic podcast topics, yeah.
I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna do that.
Say it.
Because
Say it.
because it reminded me of a certain YouTuber that I don't want to announce on this.
I'll cut it out. I'll bleep his name.
You'll bleep his name.
I'll bleep his name.
Okay, I was gonna say we could talk about Star Wars, but
we don't talk about.
There's
Star
a certain
on this channel.
YouTuber that goes about
bricks.
Ah!
We actually do talk. We have talked about Star Wars on this channel, but from here on out, we don't talk about Star Wars. It's a mandate. I've mandated it. We don't talk about Star Wars until we talk about Star Wars the next time we actually talk about Star Wars. All right? That's the rule.
Star Wars later.
In like 2 months, it'll be like Star Wars book, or maybe a Star Wars show will come out and we'll feel so compelled we make a podcast. Ahsoka, a Mandalorian and Grogu, maybe,
We're not Ahsoka. Let's be honest.
No, I'm not. I don't want to watch either of those. Hey, you know what's weird? We've never done this. I think maybe we did this like for the first 3 Nerds Cantos. Cantai. I don't know. And I'm not gonna go back and watch them because obviously we made them and then I had to edit them, and so I'm not watching them for a 3rd time. But most podcasts do like those fuck ass introductions where they like all say their names and then they're like, man, it's been. What I'm talking about, where all those podcasts are like, man, it's been a while since we've made one of these. Like, how's it going? And I always feel like I always hate when podcasts start like that because I'm just like, so fake, Fuck all that fake shit, all right? We get down to the real nasty business here at the Nerds Cantos.
We get nasty in here.
No. I didn't say that. I said we get down to the nasty business, all right? We're working dirty jobs out here. No introductions. You guys might not even know our names if you've just clicked on this video for whatever reason.
Yeah, we say our names sometimes.
I know, I try to make it a point to say your names. I never say my name, though. Start talking in the 3rd person. I'm not doing that. Other than that, the Game Awards are around the corner. By that, I mean, like 4 days.
Lords of the Fallen 2's around the corner. Hype.
We don't talk about that.
If you don't know, if the viewers, if you don't know, Jeff Keighley, photo on screen of the world premiere Lord Jeff Keighley.
World premiere.
He sacrificed a bunch of goats to the blood god and made an altar in the middle of the Nevada. I think it's in the Nevada. It might not be in Nevada. I don't know where it is.
The Mojave Desert.
Mojave. Yeah. Thank you. It's in the middle of a desert. So he clearly sacrificed to some god. And the altar has formed. They're like, I don't know. And then there's all, they've been teasing it for like 2 weeks. And then maybe it's Lords of the Fallen 2. Which I don't think is out, by the way. I thought it was out because we talked about this the other day off camera. I was like, I'm pretty sure that game came out last year. So they announced it last year. Or like 2 years ago or something. Yeah, it's not out. I was fully like, oh, that game's out. There's no way. But no,
they did like a big update or something last year as well, or like 2 years ago. That was like,
I'm sorry. So I forgot. They made a second game called Lords of the Fallen. So it's the same title as the first one, but it was a completely different game, and now they're making a sequel to that. So Lords of the Fallen 2 isn't out, but Lords of the Fallen reboot is out. I don't know. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a video game do that before. Like a movie reboot, I've never. I mean, there've been like video game reboots, sure, but like, I don't know that I've ever seen a video game just take the same title but be a completely different thing with the same name. I don't. It's weird.
Are they completely different?
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
gameplay wise?
No. I just mean lore wise. Gameplay wise, they're like. They're dollar store.
So it changes the story. Yeah, no, it's shitty.
Yeah.
Shitty Souls. Yeah.
Like,
interesting. I didn't know it was.
Listen, I have no idea if
there has been a game, and we can talk about that game later because it's one of my picks.
Okay.
That didn't change the lore though. But we'll get into that.
But
they did change the lore. It's
it's a completely different world. That's my point. Is like.
Oh no! I'm talking about the game that Stewie's bringing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying they did change the lore.
Oh,
they changed it utterly. What are you talking about?
I don't know that we know.
Well. You know what? We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there.
So, either way, the obelisk, the altar, is potentially Lords of the Fallen 2. And you know what? That's got me really disappointed. Okay. I don't want to
No,
play
it's
Lords of
stupid.
the Fallen 2. I played Lords of the
It
Fallen
should
back in
have
the
been
day,
Elder
by the way.
Scrolls.
No, fuck that shit. It's not. Bethesda sucks. Okay, Bethesda.
Okay,
ass.
listen, they suck, but I need another Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, and you'll get it when we're 30. I mean, what are you asking for, dude? Come on, we just got Starfield. Like,
Don't remind me.
if you really think about it here, really put your noggin to this one, Stewie. Okay, Starfield came out 2 years ago, right? which
Yeah.
and the DLC came out last year, which was, I believe, 9 or 8 years after Fallout 4. Okay, you could have had a kid
Oh,
when Fallout 4 came out, and that kid would have been 9.
No, it couldn't fall more than 2015.
I know, but no, I'm not saying us. I'm not saying us. We were little youngins, right? We were in 8th grade. I would think I was in 8th grade when they announced that game.
middle school.
I might have been in freshman. I might have been a freshman when it came out, but they announced it in 8th grade. Either way, like, we couldn't have had a kid, but someone could have had a child, and then that child could have played Starfield at launch, because listen, those games are rated M, but 10-year-olds play those games. Like, come on, let's be honest here. And so my point is, Elder Scrolls 6 ain't coming out for a good 2030? 2029 at best is what I'm saying. That's my guess. I'm sorry.
Todd Howard had to have his fucking awful space game.
You want to know what's worse, man? We ain't getting a Fallout 5 till we're fucking 35, dude. Okay.
I'm going to have kids by the time the next one comes out.
One of the three of us will have a house and maybe a child when Fallout 5 comes out, okay? And it won't be me. So, I don't know. I'll be homeless. I'll have to go, like, break into someone's house to see how bad Fallout 5 is.
I'll be right there with you. Okay,
Yeah, we'll break into someone's house together, like the fucking Home Alone bandits, dude. We're like, no, we just really want to play Fallout, please.
That's the worst case scenario, I think, for any human being. Break into someone's house to play Fallout.
Yeah, because you know that shit's gonna be ass, dude. You know that game's gonna be dog shit.
You guys are gonna have to put me down like an old war horse if that ever happens.
Put me down anyways if I want to play Fallout 5. We got that on record. All right, put me down if I want to play that game. Because I hate Fallout 4.
I'll remember this.
Good. I hate Fallout 4.
Unless I get early dementia.
I hate Fallout 76. I didn't like the TV show. I'm done. I'm out. Okay. I only watched the first episode, but I watched it twice, and I was like, I can't bring myself
to watch any more of that. I really can't.
I guess here I am in a minority. I did enjoy the Fallout show.
Bro wishes he was a minority. So
what? Wow, that was uncalled for. All right, I'm telling on you.
To who, man?
The authorities.
Please.
No, he's a bootlicker now. We got him. Tar and feather him.
Nolan joins Ice Arc. Yeah, we got him, boys.
Holy shit.
Hey guys,
cold day in hell.
Welcome back to the Nerds Cantos. Today I forced my friends to join Ice. Mr. Beast content in 2030, man.
That's how you know we've really gone downhill.
If we're making Mr. Beast, we're making Mr. Beast videos. We're putting $10 million into the budget, and we still get 10 views. You know, I feel like, oh yeah, thank you guys. Don't worry, today Nolan is killing people. I don't know what he's doing. We're actually not allowed to film him. He's just there. Oh yeah, okay.
This is awful. This is awful.
The worst timeline. Nolan's in Ice and Stewie. Nolan's on Ice, and we're breaking into people's houses to play Fallout 5. Truly, peaked.
I'd love to meet my like alternate version of me that ends up doing that.
Every
just
alternate version of myself
pick his brain.
Evil. I cannot meet those.
Okay, bro I'm the one good Stewie out there. Okay.
If there's an alternate version of me, they're either dead or evil. I don't know what to talk about there.
I imagine that all the alternate versions of me are exactly the same. I imagine
That's
there's not
interesting.
That's just as insane
I
as
imagine
what I
that there
just said.
isn't a single difference between any of us. The furthest it gets is you go to an alternate dimension and you're like, whoa, Xander with blonde hair. That's crazy. And then that's it. That's the biggest difference.
Insert
like,
image on screen from 7th grade.
I am not putting 8th grade. I'm not putting my 8th grade bleach blonde hair on screen.
Ugh.
Those photos will remain.
Y'all wish.
Xander would spell the pussy.
Dude, everyone made fun of me. And I showed up to school with bleach blonde hair and everyone made fun of me. Okay, I don't know what to say.
It's pretty bad.
You know what's worse is, I don't know if you know this, Stewie. I did that because I wanted to dye my hair white so I could do a Tokyo Ghoul Halloween like cosplay costume thing, because he has white hair. And my parents were like, "Oh yeah, that's so much fun," because I never really dyed my hair before, so they were down immediately. But they didn't want to go to a place. They were like, "Well, we'll just do it." And I was like, "All right," because I'm in 8th grade. What am I going to do? Question their intelligence?
I take it your parents weren't aware that bleach doesn't whiten your hair.
Well, no. So what they did is they went to the store and they bought platinum hair dye, which is as white as you could really, it was the whitest version, and then it was white. It was white looking on the box, and I was like, "Oh, so this will work?" And they're like, "Yeah, you just platinum the hair, it'll work perfectly." And so, lo and behold, I sit there for the hour or whatever, where they're fucking platinuming my hair, and then I get in the shower and I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, can't wait. My hair's gonna be super white," because I was like, "Oh, that'd be fun to show up with white hair to school," and it was just blonde. And they were like, "That's weird. I wonder why I did that."
Your mom should have known better.
And I was like, "Guys, why is it blonde?" I was like, "What's happening?" And they were like, "Oh, you must have to bleach it and then dye it."
Yeah.
But they were out of dye. And then I was too mad. I was like, "Fuck this shit. Do not touch my hair again," because I thought they'd make it worse.
I would have helped.
And so I went to school the next day with, I've got dark hair, by the way. Obviously. I've got like brown, black, dark hair. Then you show up to school with just the brightest blonde hair. Just pure yellow, too. Not like normal blonde hair. It's just pure fucking yellow.
You should double down. Went to Halloween as Cloud.
Well, unfortunately, here was the issue. Here's what I was getting to, I guess, is the funny part of the story outside of the intelligence of my parents. Starting in 8th grade, I started this thing. I did it in high school too, where I would buy like super themed jackets. So in like high school, I had like Spider-Man jackets where it like looked like a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like the Spider-Man symbol was on the back of the jacket. And those jackets were like, they were cheaply made, but they felt so good.
They do feel strangely good, yeah.
They feel strangely good, but then they just fall apart in like the span of 2 weeks, But those Spider-Man jackets, shout out, I loved those. But in 8th grade, I had a Naruto jacket. This was like a real jacket, but it was just like, it was like the OG from like regular Naruto, not Shippuden or anything. And so I had been wearing that jacket for like all of 8th grade, pre-dyeing my hair blonde. And so then when I show up with blonde, Naruto has blonde hair. So when I show up with fucking blonde hair, everyone in my class just started calling me Naruto. And not in like a, "Oh, haha, you look like Naruto," but like a like a fucking loser type shit.
You did walk around with that shit, bro.
Hey, that jacket was tight. I stand by. That jacket was tight, dude.
Hey, you know what? Bless your heart.
Dude, what do you mean, bro? That jacket was tight as hell, bro. It was comfy. It looked like Naruto.
Would you wear it today?
Yeah, fuck around. I don't care. I don't care what is this? What are you hearing this shit? You hearing this shit?
I think we need to talk about something else.
Bro is trying to
actual episode we came here.
Nah. Bro is trying to bully a man for his fashion in 2025, dude.
Hey, I wore a Starscream jacket. That was one.
Shout out, dude. Shout out.
Hey, I mean, I wore some weird shit.
It wasn't like the Michael Bay version. No, this was like 80s Starscream, and it had little wing flaps on it.
Yeah, how old were you?
It was middle school.
See, exactly, dude. Like, come on.
Would you wear that today, Stewie?
Considering I was in middle school, no, because it wouldn't fit me.
But if you had a version of it that fit you, would you wear it?
If I had a version of it, I don't know, probably once or twice.
That's it. That's what we like to see, okay? I got a ton of cool jackets, dude. I got Naruto. I got the Fallout, like Vault, whatever the Fallout 4 Vault is. You know, yeah.
But that one was a bit more discreet.
I've got a custom-made Dark Souls jacket, okay? Listen, I'd be repping that shit. Put that shit on, bro.
This is all to say Nolan is a fucking poser and he's not a nerd.
Literally not a loser, dude.
Okay.
Bro's on the Nerds Cantos. He's a founding member of the Nerds Cantos podcast, and he wouldn't rep a goated nerd jacket. That's what we're hearing right now today, folks.
You know, I'll put on my Borderlands 2 Hyperion jacket right now.
What are you talking about? Let's go. Let's go outside.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I think it's safe to. I mean, I do cosplay. I do go to conventions and cosplay. I have been in public with cosplay, but I would not like wear my Hyperion jacket out and about.
Bro, you saying you wouldn't go to the club? You wouldn't go to the club wearing the Hyperion jacket?
Absolutely not, but I would go to the club in cosplay.
Okay, wait a minute. Stewie.
You're just weird.
You're just stupid. What are you saying? That's objectively.
Whoa! We didn't need to go fucking there. You know what? We're gonna fight you, bitch.
That is Nolan. What you just said is objectively more of a loser move.
I don't think so, because okay, someone's like, well, I mean, the Hyperion jacket doesn't look good. If I go there, I won't.
Well, I'm not here to speak on the fashion, how you know, on the scale of 1 to 10 of how good the Hyperion jacket is. But if you got like a fashionable fit on, and it just so happens to be the Naruto jacket, I mean, come on.
Don't know if
that jacket hits, dude. Do you even know what the Naruto? Do you even know what you're talking about, man? Do you even know what you're looking at? Think about it for a minute. That jacket hits, dog. All right. Just a nice orange. It's got like the thing on the back. You know, it's got the swirl on the back, and then that's it. I think there's like a patch on the shoulder. But listen, I see people online ripping Kingdom Hearts drip. Okay. All I'm saying is, you're not going to the right clubs, man. Bro would rather show up full cosplay as fucking like Kobe from One Piece than.
Yeah, I think if there were people that liked that sort of thing, I think they'd. If I showed up in the One Piece jacket, right? I think they'd be like, "Ooh, that guy's got a One Piece jacket. That's cool." But if I showed up in full One Piece cosplay, they'd be like, "Holy shit! What the fuck, bro?" You know, like something.
I think they'd do the same thing. I think you'd get the same reaction either way.
I don't know if you do.
I think you would, dude. I wouldn't get any reaction because people don't like talking to me. But I think you would probably get the same reaction, you know? I'll listen, I'll go to the club. Let's rock it up. I'll hit the club up, Naruto jacket, and I'll start hitting like Willem Dafoe poses, and we'll see if anyone talks to me. People would tell that story to their children, okay? They'd be like, this is the weirdest guy I've ever seen in the bar. I've never seen him before. Never seen him since. He showed up, he just started hitting Willem Dafoe poses. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
How long have we been talking about this?
We've been going in the video right now has been going 24 minutes 58 seconds. So
perfect.
A perfect little intro to get what this video is supposed to be about. Probably what it's going to be titled. I didn't really think about what the title of this video is going to be, but either way, we're gonna
clickbaity.
Well, yeah, we're gonna talk about. We're here to actually talk about video game franchises that are dead but shouldn't be dead. Okay. I was gonna try to say something funny, but really nothing came to mind there. So, who wants to go first?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll go first.
We've been
All
doing
right.
this
all
for
right,
what?
I'll go
We've been
first.
doing this for 4 years, dude. We got to get some professionality in here. Okay, we got to.
We just spent 24 minutes talking about hair dye and jackets.
That's
What do you mean
podcast shit. That's
professionality?
podcast shit. That's what do you have you watched the podcast? Do you see what they do on fucking podcasts, bro? They fucking sit there with their stupid little iPads and then they talk for about 10 minutes about some banal fucking topic, some stupid shit. And then they go, the sponsor of today's episode is Squarespace. Thank you, Squarespace, for like 5 minutes. The Squarespace
Just
ad
glaze them.
it's longer than the actual podcast topic. I don't like podcasts. All right, podcasts annoy me. Okay, it's coming out here, and today I hate this shit.
As the host of this podcast, I fucking hate this shit.
I hate these podcasts, man. I just think the ad reads are so long. Why are they so long? Like, do you not make enough money as dude? Here's what kills me. Actually, here's the thing that kills me the most. Okay, is not only are these ad reads so long, but they have like 3 of them. I get one. I'm like right now, if we cut in the Nerds Cantos and we did like a Squarespace and then we did like a hymns back to back, I understand that, but it destroys
we ain't doing
me.
those two.
Yeah, because they would never come to us. I just shit on them for
As an executive of the Nerds Cantos, I vetoed that.
You're gonna veto Squarespace? No,
Dude,
I'm sorry.
we're gonna
Squarespace,
have
we
to do
love
something
you.
goofy.
Squarespace, we love you. I want you to understand that I will take your money.
I actually use you daily. Like, I'm using it right now. I'm not playing balloons. I lied to these guys. It's like performative mail thing. I'm actually on Squarespace right now.
We can veto hymns because I don't believe in trying to save your hair. I think when your hair is going, you just have to lose it.
Interesting.
I speak as a man who's probably not going to have his hair for much longer, I mean, who knows? We'll see what God decides. But I think there's nothing wrong with a
devout believer in Christ.
Listen, I think I get to speak on this as someone with a deformed head. I think I get to speak on the fact that when you start going bald, you have to accept it. All right? My head is squished. It's weird looking. I've got scars on my head where I had big, massive moles cut off of it. I get to speak on this. And what I say is when you start losing your hair, you have to accept it and own it because that's who you are and that's okay. You're beautiful as is.
Talk your shit.
It's a beautiful message if you really get down to the bottom of it. My point is, fuck you, hymns. I'm sorry.
I have a question. I have an important question.
Yeah, man.
If you had to, if you really had to be honest here, if you could say what shape your head was for our viewers, so they can have a little bit of perspective, what shape is it?
I don't know, man. I've never seen it. I don't know what it looks like under there.
You haven't looked at a mirror?
Well, but I've never looked at the back of my head.
Like you? Okay.
I've never looked at the back of my head, and I've attempted to grow my hair out since at least 5th grade. It was 5th grade was the time my parents liked me having shorter hair, and 5th grade was when I was like, I want longer hair, and they were like, okay, fine. And so I, and I used to have a terrible bowl cut, and so you really can't tell what's under that at all. Bowl cut adjacent. It wasn't exact bowl cut, but it was close enough. And so I don't really know I don't know what it looks like, but I know it's deformed. I can feel its deformities here. All right.
Well, off of touch, what would you say the shape of your head is?
It's just flat, man. The back of my skull is flat. All right. Just put hats on. Become a hat guy. All right. Every male has a hat guy in them. They just don't know it yet. All right. There are 2 wolves inside of you. One of them has hair. The other one is bald.
I said to mute my mic.
Yeah? Because you were laughing too much?
Yeah, I was laughing.
We said we weren't funny, guys. What do we say? We should do this more often. What are we doing, man? This shit's easy. Fuck reading books. That shit's for losers, man. What are we doing? Fucking Nerds Cantos. How about? I got nothing. Let's talk about video game franchises.
The Chad
guys.
Cantos. Oh yeah.
Let's talk about video game franchises. Nolan, why don't you go first, Mister?
I'll go first. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna do like a popular one here. Like this is one a lot of us people with not dog shit taste feel.
Okay.
Titanfall, and I'm sure each one of us wanted to bring that on our list. What'd you say? What was that?
You were like, it's popular, everyone wants it. So you said Titanfall, and I said nah immediately.
I heard that.
But I'll keep going.
I'm just trying to say, like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna pretend like you're not serious there. But Titanfall, monumental. All right, that shit came out Xbox One. It was one of them fucking. Was it a launch title? I don't even remember.
Roughly.
No, I think so.
It was around, but it was exclusive.
It came near the beginning. Yeah, it was exclusive. That shit was gas. The first one, it like technically had a campaign, but the story mode was like multiplayer missions. That was cool. But who cares? That shit was a multiplayer phenomenon. It's got that movement, and everybody copied it right after it came out. Call of Duty fucking copied it. A bunch of little slop games came out. Wall running was a thing.
Man,
oh my god!
I remember going to GameStop when Black Ops 3 came out. When they announced Black Ops 3, sorry. And I because I hadn't seen the footage, and they were like, "Do you want to see it?" And the GameStop guy put it on the little TV, and I remember thinking, why does it look like Titanfall, bro? I was like, what's going on in COD? Yeah. Or sorry, it might have been Advanced Warfare, whichever one did it for.
No, yeah, well, Advanced Warfare had it didn't have wall running. It had it had like an air dash, and it was like double jumps.
We're not here to talk about
Black Ops 3 is with wall running.
Oh, Black Ops 3 did have wall jumping. You're right, or wall running.
Listen, again,
but
it was shitty, and it was like a 10-second timer on it. And none of the maps were built around it like Titanfall had.
Yes, and Titanfall, the maps were big too. Like they weren't small.
Yeah, because they had actual NPCs going around.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't a MOBA by any means, but it had like the MOBA like ads on the screen. You're fighting in around them, and you can use them for things. Kind of, I don't know.
You
got points from them, but
to summon your Titan. Yeah.
Sometimes if you drug like you baited someone into like a mass of your dudes, they would get shot by them. But then there's the Titans. It had like multiple. It was like it was a vertical game, but it was also like very diverse. Like you had instead of like Battlefield where you have your tanks, you call them the Titans, and like you can push with your Titans. The Titans are fighting. You can kill dudes with your Titans, but you can jump on people when they're in their Titans, and it's cool. And then Titanfall 1, cool. And it also had remember that map with those big dinosaur things, like the really big ones.
Like the bones, like dinosaur bones.
No, there was oh no, it was the one with the bones, but in the background they had those big dinosaurs, and you could actually shoot them. And they had the flying monsters, you could shoot them too.
I do remember the flying.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they had the big wonky ones in the background too. But anyways, Titanfall 2 came out. All right, the multiplayer, like the first one, everything about the first one, but better. More Titans, more maps, more game modes. It was fire. There was a lot of guns. The guns were cool, and the different customizations and perks that you could get on your Titans were really cool and could change the gameplay of them a lot. I really liked using Scorch. He was probably my favorite. And I like the prestiging in that game too. I thought they did that pretty well.
I agree.
So you could stick with it. You could really play it a lot. More than a Call of Duty game, you prestige one time and you're like, okay, I'm okay. But with Titanfall, you kept doing it. But I think the biggest gem was that campaign. Out of nowhere, they drop a real single player campaign. And it was good.
Dude, it was so good.
It the story, yeah, it was a shoot the bad guy story. Like all first-person shooter campaigns.
Bro,
but it was good, bro. It had those feelings, BT. Oh, it was so good.
That shit rocks.
The time travel mission with the wristband.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah, you're flickering through the different the times. Oh my god.
Oh, the game was beautiful. That game was a
so
work
good.
of art. Okay, but here's the
It was
thing,
a great
Nolan.
game.
I have to tell you, man, that franchise ain't dead, dude.
Shut up.
Apex Legends, you know what I'm saying,
Shut
boys?
the fuck up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Come on, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
They
saying.
killed it! They took it out back and blew its fucking head off!
They did. They did. They did. Yeah, they murdered Titanfall 3 or whatever they were because they were making that and then because they wanted to divert energy to
Battle
Apex
Royale,
Legends.
skin slop, bullshit!
I know there's a lot of Apex Legends fans out there.
Go fuck yourselves.
5 viewers if you're Apex Legends fans, like Nolan said. Go fuck yourself, dude. Get the fuck out of our chat, bro.
You ruined it. You ruined what we could have.
That shit was tight. Listen, man, Titanfall. There's never been another shooter like it, and there wasn't a shooter like it before. All right, that shit was wholly original. Capitalized on one of the few things that all people can agree on, which is mechs are cool. All right, that's a universal concept.
It's kind of criminal how little mech content there is now.
Right?
The only recent thing that happened was Armored Core. Armored Core is very good.
Shout out.
Peak.
Good game.
Gotta replay
good
that.
Game.
Gotta replay that.
But yeah, no, they don't be. I mean, my thing is, I see this. They do make mech games, but they're always like free to play, and then they're kind of cheap feeling. You know, there's never like.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose there's like a BattleTech. I think there's a BattleTech game that came out in the past few years.
But those are like RPGs, you know. Those aren't because BattleTech's like a tabletop thing. So those
I was about to say it's a tabletop game, and also I'm pretty sure that it's like a, like you said, it's like an MMO or it's like on some freemium model.
Here's the thing, the thing that Titanfall I think successfully does that no other mech game except Armored Core. Armored Core gets this, but that's like a separate, you know, that's like a special kind of franchise.
They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, is Titanfall?
It's a FromSoft game.
It's a FromSoft game. That is shout out the goats. Titanfall is like the only game again outside of Armored Core where you like feel like you're in a mech. In my opinion,
yes,
like because we played a couple of those Gundam games. Like they had that one Gundam hero shooter a little bit ago, and that game was fine. But
it was good.
You don't feel like you're in a Gundam.
You're not in a cockpit. You know,
you just feel like you're a tall dude. You know what I mean? It's just like fine, but like when you're playing Titanfall, and you know you and your squad are running around or whatever, and you're like shooting dudes. You turn the corner, and then boom, an enemy Titan drops in front of you. Pure horror. You have shit your pants in that moment. Okay, I mean, yeah, you have the rocket launcher and stuff, but you're like if you don't have a Titan, and you got to fight a regular, I mean, he's gonna squish you like a bug. But then you get in your Titan,
like a grazing shot or like a little punch and you're gone.
Right? Dude,
oh
those
my
punches,
God, just
when you
missed.
I was gonna say when you do those punches and the enemy just explodes, like tight as hell. But then when you get in your Titan and you have those mech battles, like you mentioned on, you know, there's the different Titans which like just made for such interesting multiplayer modes because you could have one of the smaller like sniper Titans and maybe you win against the bigger strength guy because you're like faster, you know, you're like smarter with how small your Titan is. Or maybe the other guy wins because he just like beats the shit out of your tiny little baby mech. I don't know, you know, it can go a variety of different ways.
And then you could still do shit as a pilot, like you mentioned. You had the anti-Titan weapons. You could steal the batteries. You could
stealing the batteries, bro. Oh,
you could leave your Titan on autopilot, and then
that was my favorite.
Steal a battery, and then go back to your own Titan.
Yeah,
the grappling
and I think there were like, oh my, don't even get started on the grappling hook, bro. That shit exhilarating.
So good.
Oh my God. That momentum you can build, like I feel like a lot of maps had like a pillar in them, like a tall building or something thin and tall that you could just like grapple onto, spin around, and just fucking fling yourself. Nothing feels better. Not a thing.
The greatest shit in a multiplayer game ever. And they killed it.
They killed it.
They killed it.
They killed it.
Apex Legends, bro.
Arguably twice because they released the second game the same day Battlefield 1 dropped. I remember that day vividly.
Dude.
Because
and
we
like
all talked about it.
I remember it was like a week after the new COD had come out as well. Because the game, or maybe a month after, but it was right like until your points, Stewie. Like it was smushed in between COD and Battlefield. What are they doing?
And that's crazy
Horrible.
because
What are they doing?
EA is still the parent company for both those titles. They
Yeah.
could have dropped it like a week later at least.
And like
But no.
everyone loved Titanfall 2. I'm like, you don't have to kill it.
And like no one said, they even released the third game. The third game just got shafted because they put it in all in on fucking Apex.
Apex Legends, dude.
Fucking Battle Royale garbage.
Which is in the same universe, man.
It ain't even that good.
You know what? I would play Apex Legends every day of my life if it was a Titanfall battle royale. I want you guys to understand that right now. If you could drop in a Titan and grappling hook and steal the batteries in Apex, I'd be playing that game.
That's what I don't understand. They have everything else in that game. They have the class abilities. They have the same weapons.
Yeah.
The same grenades. I think they even add NPCs.
Yeah, they've added characters. Yeah. There's like lore that connects characters to like Titanfall 2 characters and stuff.
The only difference is you're not a pilot. That's like the big thing in the game.
Yeah, you're an Apex Legend.
Yeah.
I don't actually know why it's called Apex Legend. I don't really understand the title.
But they definitely could have just made it a pilot Titan game.
Would have been heat. Would have done just as well. Because everyone and their mom would be playing Titanfall Battle Royale. I mean, come on. That's just a good idea.
God damn it,
no,
dude.
It's dead. What else you got, Nolan? What other video game franchises?
Do you want me to do all of them, or do we want to do one each?
Nah, do all of yours.
All right. All right. So this is something we all did play. I have some vivid memories of back in early days. I'm talking like elementary school, when middle school, when we were
360,
dude 360. Back in our early phases of our wonderful friendship. Red Faction. All right. Now, Red Faction has been a franchise for a long time. I never played the first one. Haven't really wanted to play the first one, but I did play the second one, and I'll talk about the second one in a bit. But the one that I played the most, and the one that is the best, easily, Red Faction Guerrilla. It was semi-open world. It was open world, but like it had different maps you would load to. It was 360, like it would have this area, and then you'd go to the area in the second chapter of the game, and then there was a final area, and they were really big. But it was a story pretty much about Earth had humanity has colonized Mars. And there's like a fucking regime, the EDF, the Earth Defense Force. There's like some fucking president of Earth. There's a whole thing, classic cyberpunk corpo shit. Go colonize a planet. And on the planet, they've got work camps. Not work camps, like a work society where you got the EDF. They're really militaristic. You have to meet your quota. Everyone is like construction and mining and farming and all this shit. It sucks. And the game is pretty much you open up and you're doing a job with your brother, and your brother's like, hey, actually, I'm a member of a resistance. I got a bounty on my head. This whole thing. And your job goes to shit because the EDF is like, hey, wait a minute. This guy is wanted. And they gun him down in front of you, and you end up joining the resistance. And mind you, you're on Mars still. They're terraforming Mars, all this cool shit. And the gameplay loop of Red Faction Guerrilla, it's a third person. I mean, it has cover shooter aspects to it, but you're destroying stuff. Its big thing is destruction. So you've got these buildings you destroy. It's really, really intuitive. You got your sledgehammer, you're breaking shit, you got shape charges, and eventually you get a cool disintegration gun, which is one of the most satisfying things in the world. And you're with this resistance, upgrading all your different weapons that all have their own unique things. They all can destroy shit, and you're breaking these buildings. It's super satisfying to bust down a building or a massive smokestack and watching it crash on other buildings and breaking it. And you're going and you're collecting all these POIs. You're just not collecting, you're destroying these POIs. and like building up the resistance standing in the area. It's really fun. And the story was pretty good. I don't think it was anything special. It was a shoot the bad guy resistance story, but it was good. But the gameplay, big charm. The physics, like the engine I don't know about it if it had a specific engine, but it was like a physics-based game. It was just super satisfying and cool.
Me to fact check that.
Yeah. Computer, tell me if it had an engine.
Siri, you can keep talking. You know.
Oh, I guess I could. It also had a multiplayer like PvP mode. It was pretty fun. I remember specifically doing that with you, Stewie, back in the day.
Hey, whoa, hey, what are you saying?
I'm sorry, Xander. I've got a lot of memories with you, and those ones didn't stick with Red Faction. I'm sorry, you know.
I do not remember as well as you do, probably. I remember playing Red Faction, not for long. A lot of my memories back then are mostly Halo.
Halo. A lot of Halo. We played a lot of Halo.
We used to play it with the GOAT, the guy, man.
We played Red Faction with the guy, man?
Yeah, bro. Multiplayer, PvP all the time, dude.
Oh, dude.
We used to just kill each other
for
hours on end. Nah, it's too late.
What?
It's too late.
You're right.
You don't get to fake your memories. By the way, the engine is the GeoMod 2.0.
You know what? That sounds pretty proprietary, right
they
there.
Made for this.
Okay, so yeah, it had like a specific engine. That's just tight.
So the game was all about the destruction. Okay, you would get points for like blowing buildings up or running into buildings.
So good. Yeah.
I don't think I ever played the story though. I don't think I gave a fuck. I just played multiplayer. I was there all day to blow buildings up and topple them on top.
Dude,
of them. Okay, that was.
I'm gonna say this: you would have loved the story then. You would have loved it.
I probably would have, but I was too busy.
Honestly, if you played it today, you'd probably still love it.
I was too busy being popular. You know what I mean? I was too busy being popular.
Yeah.
To play
scoring bitches, getting money.
Yeah,
you know?
in 4th grade, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude.
I'd play the multiplayer, but I'm not there for that single player shit. Goated game.
God. But the franchise itself, Red Faction 2. Now, this is definitely not with our generation. But I have learned that Red Faction 2 apparently was a big game. Back when it came out, it was like a PS2 Xbox, OG Xbox sort of game.
2002?
Yeah. That apparently had a pretty big impact. It was like akin to like the first Deus Ex or like a Perfect Dark game. Kind of had that vibe. It did have a little bit of destruction, but not near to the... It was a first-person shooter, mind you. It was very different than Guerrilla. And there was one that came after Guerrilla. It was like...
Armageddon.
Armageddon. And I played that. I played it. It's not great. It's pretty shit. Not good. Cannot recommend it. It took everything that Guerrilla did and tried to make it Gears of War.
Ugh. Ew,
not good,
dude. They did remaster Guerrilla, and they called it the Remarsted edition.
Yeah,
Mars.
I looked at that, and it's not much of a remaster.
Yeah, it's one of the classic. By classic, I mean brand new video game remasters, which is changing absolutely nothing. Except fixing like the servers, I guess, if they were broken.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, from what I remember, let me like a Red Faction Is it not on Steam?
It should be, but they might.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Does it look any different? Not at all.
No, I'm sure
not at all. Oh my god, dude, I remember the vehicles in that game were insane, and which was all like a single player thing. Crazy vehicles, crazy shit. You had mechs, and let me tell you, they made you feel like you were in a mech. It was so good. But I feel like I've said enough about this game, even though I could probably
Good
say
game. I
a lot.
always likened it to Crackdown in my mind.
No,
Another dead. Well,
very
that
different.
game had destruction too. Okay, they both had destruction, and they were both multiplayer.
Not like this. Not like this. No, Xander, I'm telling you.
I'm watching footage of Red Faction. I know what it has.
Crackdown had you hit a building enough and it crumbles down, but not as beautiful. Like intricate as Red Faction.
Sure, but they were
Red
going
Faction.
For the
You had to break
vibe.
the supports.
That's what I'm saying. I likened it. They're going for the same vibe.
Yeah, okay. I think you're dissing it right now, and I'm gonna need to talk about my next game to stop it.
Who's? I like Crackdown. I'm sorry. Did I say Crackdown was bad? Did I miss that moment? Crackdown was goated, bro. What are you saying?
Crackdown is goated, but Crackdown is GTA with destruction, kind of.
Yeah.
And super power. But anyways, we're gonna. I feel like I need to cycle. I feel like I need to cycle. Okay, because this video is gonna go on too long. All right. Our 5 viewers don't want to hear us bicker. All right.
That's what they come here for, dude.
Do they? 5 viewers. I
don't
need you
know why
let us know in the comments.
They don't leave comments. I don't know why they're here. Okay?
Let us know in the comments, guys. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go for our next game, which all of us hold dear to our hearts. Like I'm talking closer than we probably love our families. I don't know about y'all. Y'all agree?
Okay. I won't say you're wrong, but damn.
I'll never confirm or deny this information.
Yeah. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Dude. All right. Lost Planet. And if you 5 viewers know what Lost Planet is, I need you to email me at blank.
Y'all old as shit if you know what Lost Planet is, bro. Come on. All right. Shout out.
Lost Planet is the best franchise to ever grace this earth. And I can fight for that. Shit made my childhood. I don't even know where to start with Lost Planet. I'll start with Lost Planet 1. All right. Lost Planet 1 has a very extreme conditions for at least, how old am I?
23, Nolan.
23. A good 10 years. It's more than 10 years, but I don't want to say 15 years of my life. I had the Extreme Edition was like the ultimate edition, right? When you bought Extreme Edition in GameStop, it gave you like a little. It was like a printed colored like whenever you print like a Polaroid or you print a picture. It was a printed picture of you shooting like a dongo. All right.
I love
of the main character shooting a dongo, and it was framed. It had a foam frame that said Lost Planet Extreme Condition. I had that on my door for like my whole life.
I've got a funny Lost Planet 1 story. Before Lost Planet 2 was out, when it was just Lost Planet 1, Nolan and I used to have this friend. I won't name him, but he also played Lost Planet. We do not talk to this friend anymore, which is why I'm not naming him.
No, he's weird.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. He is. But I believe it was either kindergarten or second grade, because he was not in my class in first grade. So it would have had to have been kindergarten or second grade. He came to school one day talking about Lost Planet, hyping up this game. And in my infinite wisdom, because I did this very often as a child, when he asked me if I had Lost Planet so we could play it, what did I do? Did I tell him, I'd never heard of it, but it sounds really cool, let me look into it? No. I just told him I owned it, and then immediately went home and was like, Mom, we have to get Lost Planet Extreme Conditions. I didn't know a single thing about the game. I want you guys to understand. He told me there were mechs and aliens, and I was like, well, I lied to him, so now we have to own it. And that's my Lost Planet origin story.
So the game itself, the whole thing, okay, imagine like third-person shooter Monster Hunter, plus humans. It's wild.
Yeah, it's in the first and second game. They're both pretty different. In the first game, you have humans that you still fight with for a majority of the time. In the second game, I think you only fight humans for about like two of the main POV characters.
You fight. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah.
Humans.
No. There are POV characters that focus on humans. You are right. Because in the second game, you have like different characters with different stories.
I remember it's the bandits and
Nevik. Nevik fights
yeah,
a lot
you
of
fight
humans.
Nevik, you fight bandits. You fight. There's a lot of people in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, a lot of human enemies. Besides,
but I feel like we gotta give some context here. So you're on this planet, Eden 3. All right. And Eden 3 is a big fuck off snow planet. Okay. Cold as shit. And you have like this budget system, your thermal energy. Like the whole time you're on this planet, you need to stay warm. Because you're gonna die. It's cold as shit. In the second game, you go to deserts and shit and jungles. It's still like negative 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah,
all right.
It's kind of been terrible.
Yes, there've been a lot of terraforming because everyone wants this planet for I don't remember the reason why they want.
I think it was just the thermal energy because in the first game it's still there, but it's under the ice and in the act.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, thermal energy. They're harvesting it. I guess like their whole energy source is based off of heat. They didn't fuck with no solar or coal power. They went straight.
I don't think any of that worked. I think if they tried, they would have froze to death. I think they needed the thermal because it was hot. Like I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But the game itself, the first game was solid. Like it was solid, but it wasn't crazy in a sense of like having an impact. The second game did. The second game had a co-op campaign. And it had how many POVs? You had I forgot their names. The Nevik, the Sand.
A million characters.
I think it's 3. I think it's 3 main POVs. You had the Sand Pirates. You had the Nevik. You had Nevik. Nevik is kind of like this PMC and research corpo future sci-fi dudes. You had the Sand Pirates, which were goofy motherfuckers. All right, goofy, silly motherfuckers. I love them so much. Best campaigns. And then you had I forget their name, but I think they might have just been called the Mercs or something, or like mercenaries.
I think they were like the exploration team for the first game's organization.
I think so too. I think they did relate to the first game. But they were like dudes. I don't know. They seemed the most morally centered people. Because Sand Pirates, you're just being pirates. Like, the game's over the top. It's very anime as fuck.
Oh, very.
Oh my god, it's very anime, and I think it's a Japanese game too.
Yeah, it's made by Capcom. Dude, look at it. I mean, you look at those mech suits,
Oh yeah, dude, the mechs, VSs.
By the way, I was gonna say, so I've been putting like YouTube footage of all of these games on in the background, and I just found a Lost Planet ad that is in 140p, and it is a VS Vital Suit advertisement. So it like shows off all the VSs, and I think this is Lost Planet 1. And this is the crunchiest looking footage I have ever seen, dude. Shout out the VSs though; these things are beautiful.
They're so cool. In the second game, they added like combo moves for them that I could never do as a kid.
So bad.
But recently I went. I go nerd shopping with my girlfriend a lot. She knows the spots, and we found a like a thick ass game guide. It's like a cheat book that has all the game mechanics, every item, all the it has every bit of information you need to know about the game. It's a fucking massive book. for Lost Planet 2. And there's like combos you can do in each VS in Lost Planet 2. And Lost Planet 2 has a lot of VSs. Crazy VSs, all right?
Dude.
There's so much we didn't even touch on.
Yeah, there's different like variations on the VS because VS is just a broad term. You got like chunky ones that sit on two legs. You got bike ones that can like sort of turn to like a digitigrade form.
Yeah.
You got flying ones. You got ones that are still chunky but can also fly.
The three-seater ones with like
three-seaters.
turrets.
Yeah, you can get in the turrets. There's some in Lost Planet 2 that can combine to make like a bigger, like a fucking Power Ranger.
Yeah.
It's a work of art. Okay, if you don't understand, it is a beautiful, beautiful work of art.
It was the prototype for Titanfall. Okay, that's what it was.
That's what it feels
and
like.
The grappling
it was.
Oh,
it had.
It had a grappling hook. Oh my god, you're right.
I can hear the grappling hook and data post noises in my
Oh my god.
head.
Beam,
okay.
boom,
when you're fucking spamming the B button, because we play these on the Xbox, so you're breaking your thumb trying to open those fucking data posts, man.
Yeah, so you don't fucking freeze to death. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in Lost Planet 1 especially, because 2 gets rid of the like constantly freezing your ass off feature, but
yeah, but you still need them to heal and as check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's got the harmonizer. But I feel like we haven't touched on the acrid at all, especially in those are the aliens.
Do you mean the acrid, bro? What do you use? The acrid? What do you say?
That's what they said. Acrid.
I always said acrid.
Well, they said acrid in game. All right.
Listen, we're American, okay?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it like they said, okay?
I will, but and I'm not gonna say acrid. All right, the acrid. All right. In Lost Planet 2, they went over the top with these boss battles. When I was talking about Monster Hunter, bro, Monster Hunter, I was specifically remember playing this out for hours was the beta of Lost Planet 2. And this game had a beta, which was nuts.
We played the fuck out of that, dude.
You gotta put this motherfucker on screen. All right, they put the cat G acrid, which were like the big motherfuckers, right?
Category G.
It's like this 6-legged mass. Imagine a big ass slug with legs and big orange spikes on them. And the whole thing in these games is you shoot the orange. All right, that's their thermal energy, right? The thing with this guy is, one, you'd be climbing on him. He's massive. He's going around this big ass boss arena. Whenever you blew his legs off, eventually he'd get down and like stick his mouth out, and you'd have to shoot his tongues. And then you could climb inside of him, and you're going down his digestive tract, and there's this spot where you shoot his heart. Okay, you have to like blast his heart. And you keep sliding, and there's also like 8 little acrid spawners inside of him that you have to fuck with and defend against. And at the end, whenever you get through his digestive system, he is a butthole that you go out of.
It was a Capcom game.
It is a truly beautiful work of art.
His butthole has razor, like these spiky ass razor things that you have to shoot so you don't die whenever you get shot out of his butthole. It is so fucking ridiculous.
And all that was in the demo. That's like because demos back then used to actually be a thing and good.
They don't make those anymore. Yeah,
they don't make games like this anymore, dude. And like, oh my god, dude, his
entire video is us doing the fucking grunk, like, man, they don't make them like they used to make them anymore, boys. They don't
make them like they used to anymore. Okay, it's all content and fucking
slop,
just microtransaction bullshit.
All of these
you got
videos,
esports bullshit shoved into most of the multiplayer content as well.
All of this footage is from 15 years ago, and it is the crunchiest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. The point is, this shit's beautiful, okay? When you get eaten by that thing, and listen, because in the demo, sometimes it's different. It happens sometimes in the game, but in the demo, it was like raining. You know, I remember it was like it's like dark and it's moody, and you had to, you could like the first VS you could get into, you had to like power it up, and you had to like spam
it's like
the
a
button.
rusted piece of shit,
and it's like half in a puddle, and it makes the whirring noise. You know, it whirs like a mech does when as it like stands up. Oh, dude, and that shit was hard. That beta, I remember struggling.
Oh. It was so good.
It's beautiful.
So good.
It's such a good game. It's such a like. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to be like, is it the greatest story in a video game of all time? Probably not, you know? But, like, it's so much fun.
Don't say that.
And it's so over the top that it just kind of wraps around to being good. When you crash a train into a big wall, you know what I mean?
Oh, the train levels.
Or
there's like 5 levels on trains, and they're so good.
I know the train physics where when you jump and it, like, actually move. I know that's not crazy in a video game, but like, you know, if you just jump at the wrong time, you will just fly off of the train. And then the level towards the end of the game where you're on the space station and you're like sabotaging the space station and shit goes wrong or whatever, so you have to like get in VS's and then fall through orbit to just like crash land into the snow. Oh my
god! And you got to shoot the all the asteroids and shit. Oh my god!
But then when you're in the snow, you're like, you don't spawn next to each other, and you don't have any thermal energy, and your radar is fucked up, and so you're just like, all of you have to be like, guys, where are you? And you're 7 years old. So, oh man, this game hits. Okay, Lost Planet 2. There's nothing like it. Legitimately, I don't think there's another video game like it. Like, there's not.
Not a one.
Also, gambling.
I wish they made a third one.
Well, hold on. First, let's talk about the gambling. Okay. Because there's no real money. It was before that era. But there's a multiplayer mode, which you might have mentioned, Nolan.
Honestly, it's in campaign too.
It's in campaign too, but I guess you get points from campaign and multiplayer. But you can unlock guns for multiplayer, and the way it works is when you get points, you then go to the slot machine and you have to like roll, and you get like emotes, outfits, weapons, grenades, dummy grenade 2, gum grenade 2, the machine sword or whatever it was called, you know, the machine gun. That's also
the gun
sword.
sword.
The gun sword, thank you. So honestly, gambling's bad, but there's no real money involved, so it doesn't really matter. And if you just play the game enough, you will just get everything in the game. And that's beautiful. You know, this game was a work of art. All right. And I don't know how much more I have to say on Lost Planet 2. I feel like I'm just kind of just watching this footage and in awe at how good this game is.
I wish it worked on Steam.
Oh yeah, please, Capcom, fix it on Steam, dude. The first one works.
You have to, and yeah, the first one works, but the second one, you have to like do a lot of external stuff. Like you have to download programs, and like do a lot of steps. It's just not.
It'd be such like an easy remaster too.
Oh, for sure. Like, I would take one of the, you know, we were shitting on it, but one of those remasters where it's like, oh, they don't actually change anything at all about the game. I'd take one.
Dark Souls.
Give it to me, fix the servers, put me in. That being said, you made a joke about it, Nolan, but they did make a Lost Planet 3, okay? How dare you?
No!
It sucks. You know what else they made? They made a Japan-only game that came out a year before Lost Planet 3 called EX Troopers. I think this was for a DS. Yeah, take a peek at this. Take a peek at what this thing looks like. Yeah, it was for the Nintendo 3DS. It came out in 2012, which was 2 years after Lost Planet 2 and 1 year before Lost Planet 3.
Fuck is this?
It
Why does it look like that?
It's very anime. Doesn't really look like Lost Planet in any way. Here, okay, hold on. I've got an image of one of the mechs. Or VS's, sorry. I don't like what I'm looking at, gentlemen. I don't know that I'm a fan of this.
Ew.
It's interesting that there are like acrids. Like those were Those were real acrids I just showed, but
Nah,
not like
not my Lost
normal
Planet.
VSs. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very odd
It's bleak.
a very odd game that I do not want to think about. So I'm not gonna think about it anymore. But yeah, do we got anything else we want to say about Lost Planet before we get to Stewie's games?
I love it.
We all do. Stewie, why don't we hit up your games, Stewie? What you got for us? Because you said you have less than the rest of us.
All right. I don't really know how to get into this. So
Here we go.
Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. All right. Now, it did have a re-release, a temporary release, because EA doesn't own the rights anymore to make games. We'll talk about those in a second. But the first two games, let me tell you, Battlefront 1 and 2, 2004, 2005, moving different. Okay. Battlefront 1, there was no campaign. I don't think it really needs one, but there was no campaign. You had four factions. You had the Empire, you had the Rebellion, you had the Republic, and the CIA. Let me tell you.
Bro, we didn't even call them the Separatists. Bro, use their fucking.
They're called the CIS in game. In Battlefront 2, they're called the Separatists. Listen, I remember these.
Okay,
Now, I mean, it's not a mechanically crazy game. It's a third-person shooter. You kill the enemy team. Just run-the-mill shooter. But it was so good. It was so good in the day. Running around as a clone trooper. You got 4 classes. You got the regular rifleman. You got the medic. You got the, I think, yeah, the mech and the engineer are the same. I misremembered for a moment. But you got the heavy trooper with the rocket launcher, and you had the sniper. And it was so good. It was so good running around as clone troopers and stormtroopers back in the day. And then the second game came out, had a story. It was just Revenge of the Sith into the OT movies, retold from like a clone trooper's perspective. Really, really fun.
It was nice.
Hit. Okay, that shit hit.
It did hit.
Child, you okay when it?
Little child, you running around as this clone trooper committing war crimes.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like it at all. Okay.
Tamara Morrison did the VA for the Clone Trooper too, so I had that classic Clone Trooper voice.
Sounds like the movie Clone Troopers, and that shit was massive. I know, like everyone, all the old heads out there always say that when people talk about Battlefront, but it really was moving different back in the day. Okay, the games were not made like Battlefront 2. Battlefront 1 was a lot of fun, but Battlefront 2 in particular, like having the space battles, shit was not moving like that.
We got space battles, and we got Heroes.
Oh, Heroes, dude.
Heroes were so good. Listen, you playing as Boba Fett and getting,
of course,
a flamethrower and a fucking rocket launcher.
Dude, my ass was playing as Yoda, bro. Get this Boba Fett shit.
Get on that spot in Mos Espa, bro. Get in that one spot. You know what I'm talking about? That one spot.
Crash ship that's in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Like Xander, so you could play as like Luke. You play as like Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Yoda, Darth Vader.
I was hitting that Kashyyyk level all the time, dude. Okay, put my ass there with the
oh my god, yeah, that D-Day ass.
Yeah. My ass was struggling to beat that game with my neighbor every day after school. Okay, we'll fucking get home and we're like, it's time. All right, hit the beaches of Kashyyyk like it's Normandy, dude. Special units, yeah.
The Droideka, man. The Droideka, the fucking Boffin infiltrator on the Rebellion side. You got the Dark Trooper for the Empire.
Man.
The clone Jet Trooper.
Truly nothing was moving like it. And not to bring space battles up again, but I remember that first time I remember that first time I did a space battle. And it's crazy because you're like, oh my god, I'm flying an X-wing and I'm 7, and oh my god, I'm flying an X-wing, and then you land it on the enemy ship and you get out and you have to like mow down enemies and go blow their engine up, and it's like truly the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, my favorite part was slowly destroying the ship in my little X-wing or in my
Hop in a Y-wing bomb.
Dude, yeah.
So the B-wing was fun. Or no, was it a B-wing? I don't remember. But
I said V-wing. I was talking about the Republic bomber. That's what the V-wing is.
Dude.
Fucking Galactic Conquest.
Galactic Conquest was huge as well.
Just mowing through every planet. Just like, all right, go.
Getting the blasters upgrade too, and just fucking dominating that world.
It's nothing hit like that OG Battlefront. And I think, unfortunately, we do have to talk about the fact that they did bring Battlefront back. And
they did bring it back, and let me tell you, because I did play those games a lot. Let me tell you, not great.
No, I know.
The first one,
so bad. That first one is so not good.
It's bad. Okay, the maps are bad. They didn't have instant action. They didn't have any bot game mode. The fucking customization system they had was just not good. It was just like shitty. Like the stormtroopers just didn't like get helmets. That was like the extent of their customization. I think there was like 3 skins where it was like a different variant of stormtrooper. The only good thing about the first game, they did give you a lot of weapons. Granted, nearly all of them were post-launch.
Well, it was only OT as well, so it was like
it was only OT.
All the heroes were Luke at launch. It was like Luke, Vader,
Leia,
Palpatine,
and Han.
Yeah. They ended up adding I know they added Chewbacca, and I know they added Greedo. I think they added 9-Nub at a point where you're just like,
Boss was there, I think.
Yeah, they had Boss. I think they added Dengar as well.
No way.
Which is another
I don't even remember that.
No way they added.
He's the guy off the head wrap, the white head wrap.
Oh, I know who that is. I just can't believe they did it.
So okay. The heroes for the Rebel Alliance: Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia Organa, 9-Nub, Lando, Chewbacca, and Jyn Erso. They also add 9-Nub. Bro doesn't know who 9-Nub is.
That's Lando's co-pilot in Return of the Jedi.
Fucking fake Star Wars fan. Jesus.
I'm telling you, this guy's a poser.
They also had the Millennium Falcon and the Red 5, which is Luke's X-Wing, as vehicles, and the Galactic Empire. Stewie, send a GIF. Send him a photo of 9-Nub so he knows what he's talking about.
Send a GIF. Yeah.
And so then the Empire had Vader, Palpatine, Boba Fett, Greedo, Dengar, Bosk, and Director Krennic from Rogue One. It also had Slave One and Darth Vader's TIE Advanced from A New Hope. Or Star Wars if you're really fucking old and you don't like calling it by A New Hope. Yeah, that game kind of blew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The most jarring part about the hero system, you didn't unlock it like you did in the classic games. Because in the classic games, if you got like a kill streak, or if you just got enough points, you get the opportunity to be one. No. In this one, you had to find a hero token somewhere on the map. And they only had every 3 positions. So you would have 3 guys camping.
Just sitting there. Just chilling. Like the fuckers who play Battlefield and just sit and wait for a tank the whole game. That's it. That's all they're doing. They're just waiting for a hero token.
You couldn't spawn in a vehicle. You couldn't find a vehicle on the map. You had to find another token for a vehicle.
Such a bad system. And then it's just such a downgrade. That's the thing. From Battlefront 2, going from a game that has prequel and
it's crazy
OT.
That a game in 2005 had vehicles on the map.
Yeah.
And a game in 2017, 2016, I forget when it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Doesn't have that. They didn't have that. They couldn't be fucking bothered to place a few vehicles on the map. And this was made by DICE. This was made by some third-party
Battlefield, bro.
I was just about to say, like, they can't even pretend they can't do it because Battlefield was doing crazy shit in 2015. 2016, Battlefield 1 came out. Bro, that game's wild with the amount of stuff that happens in it.
Horses on the map. You had artillery trucks.
Tanks,
you had fucking
planes,
tanks, airplanes,
zeppelins,
fucking
trains,
dude,
like,
battleships.
Yeah, the battleship, like, there's crazy shit was happening in Battlefield 1, and they just didn't care. I know it's because I know they said they didn't want to do just Battlefield but Star Wars.
That's so stupid.
The thing that annoys me, I've had actual arguments with people in real life about this. Not YouTube, but other friends or other people that we know. I've had actual arguments with this where they're like, that's a good idea. And I'm like, no, nobody wants that. I know that, like, people are okay with it now because people really like Battlefront 1 and 2, and I understand that. But, like, in 2014, when they were like, we're making Battlefront, the only thing anyone wanted was Battlefront 2, but prettier looking. That was it. No one needed any new content or anything. And then they got rid of Space Battles and never brought them back, not even in the sequel. And that nothing.
They
nothing
did bring them back, but as their own game mode.
I don't want to talk about that. That made me so fucking mad.
Nothing angers me more.
Yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan and you would know about Battlefront 2. I think there's a lot to say about how fucking awful Battlefront 2 was at launch.
Oh god.
And it was awful. I was there. The fucking
Star cards.
We were there.
Star card loot box fucking bullshit that they had to completely redo. The whole balancing on the hero system because they went back to the point spawn thing again. But this time, instead of just granting it to the most like skilled player or at random or something, they gave it to everyone. So you would have the exact same fucking problem we did in the first game. But this time, they didn't even have to spawn and play the game. They could just sit in the menu once they got the points.
It's the Battlefield tank and plane problem, all right? Like, just people just waiting and hitting the button until they get a hero.
And they did for everything too. They did for the special units and the vehicles. So it was just the problem amplified from the first game.
Yeah.
And granted, there was a bigger hero roster, so it was a little less bad. But still, every time you would like get the amount of points, you would never have the hero you wanted.
No, it'd be Rey. You're stuck with Rey because no one plays Rey. So Luke is gone, and then you're
Rey, or it'd be like Leia. I mean, Leia's not even that bad, but like
she was kind of goated.
It was just a mess. Like that entire like lifespan of that game was such a mess. And then when they started adding heroes, they didn't add that many prequel heroes. Excuse me. They added sequel heroes. And they add more sequel hero content, like more skins for the sequel heroes. It wasn't like till like the third year of that game that there was a big prequel release.
Yeah, so I was right. I was about to say that. I was going to say the most damning thing is it didn't have prequel content at launch, and then I was like, wait a minute, did it? I can't remember.
We didn't get Anakin until like 3 years.
Yeah, Anakin came out in 20. The Clone Wars content was 2018 to 2019.
And when did it come out?
2017.
Yikes.
Yeah, and when Anakin dropped, guess what? He was fucking broken. So they had to nerf him
so bad. Yeah, they could not make content to save their lives. And then they did a Rise of the Skywalker thing, and then the game died. They ended on
adding Rise of the Skywalker content, and they had the two most broken heroes that they also had to patch. The fucking little astromech ball thing.
BB-8 and BB-9E, Stewie.
That just roll around and drop crowd control that annihilates enemy troops.
Dude, yeah, BB-8 was kind of nuts.
I remember...
No reason.
I remember getting so mad. I remember having actual arguments with good friends of ours when we're ending the game's content and we're adding 2 new heroes. And I remember
robots.
Because I remember for days we were all like Ahsoka and Ventress or like blah 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 blah, and like listing all of these names, and then they're like, it's BB-8 and the evil version of BB-8. No, man, I fucking lost my mind.
Yeah, They eventually did add instant action. That was like the real last thing they added to that game.
They did?
Yeah, they added instant action.
I mean, they added a
And-
ton of stuff. Everyone loves supremacy. You know, that's the one thing everyone talks about all the time. But like, too little, too late is how I see it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you don't get to.
Entire life cycle is just chaos. It crashed and burned, and it continued to crash and burn for like 3 years.
Fucking kills me, dude. Fuck that game. I know the game has strong defenders, and I understand why, but like, it's not my Battlefront 2. Okay?
Listen, man, I was there. Okay, I was there for the entire time, and I'll tell you right now, not worth it. I mean, the community has modded the shit out of it. There's like the dedicated mod support, not like official dedicated mod support. I mean like a dedicated community modded. And I've seen some of it. It looks pretty cool. They add like a lot of skins. There's a lot of custom heroes now, but like, man, fucking just a waste. Just a waste of a cool idea.
Yeah.
A waste. You got another game, Stewie? We feel like we've been talking about Battlefront a while.
Yeah, we can end Battlefront there. I just wish it existed. It was made by a better studio.
Too true.
But not owned by EA.
Too true.
I don't even think EA was the problem anymore. I mean, they definitely contributed, but DICE was just kind of falling off at that point.
They own them enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Enough Star Wars. We're not supposed to talk about Star Wars. Okay. What else you got, Stewie?
My next game was BioShock, a truly dead franchise.
Oh yeah, it's cooked,
dude. Well, they're making that TV show or that movie. Sorry, I don't know. I don't remember if it's a movie or a TV show, but
man, who cares? It's not a game. Yeah, BioShock. The first two cult classic
Netflix.
games.
Never mind. Sorry, take everything back. I just said it's a Netflix movie. I'm fucking never mind.
Fuck that shit. I mean, if you haven't played them, the first game, I'm not gonna try to spoil too much about the story. Hold on. Excuse me, I had the burp. I don't know if the mic picked it up.
Did not.
It was disgusting. We heard everything.
There's a real.
I think you're gonna need to apologize.
Yeah, I'll fucking etch you on my grave, asshole.
Stewie gets fucking canceled.
Sorry, I burped that one time. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Anyway, BioShock. First game, you crash land outside of a lighthouse. You go in the lighthouse, you find a little submarine, sucks you down to an underwater city. And that's the first game. It's just you trying to get out the city and get back to safety. Tons of shit happens. I mean, the twist is not like a well-hidden thing.
Whoa. That's a fantastic twist. What are you saying, dude?
No. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't want to spoil it, but I'm trying to say it's not like exactly well hidden because the game's been out for the better part of 2 decades.
I see what you're saying. It's not well hidden. Yeah, sure. I think everyone knows.
I still don't want to spoil it though. Yeah, but yeah, I'll just leave the story.
Dude, you are Comstock, dude. What a crisp. Sorry. You're not even the game you're talking about, but I did just spoil that game.
We'll get there.
Okay.
But gameplay wise, dude, it's so fun. Like you get
such a good game.
Like the main like power of the game are called plasmids, which are just like drugs that you shove in that genetically alter your code. And you can
it's pretty violent looking.
You could shoot lightning out your fingertips. You could light people on fire, fucking big ass fireballs. You can brainwash
telekinesis,
people.
I think.
Yeah, telekinesis is a big one. It's very overpowered.
So much fun.
They had a weapon upgrading system for all the weapons, like so you could turn your revolver.
The circus of value.
Dude.
Yeah, you could turn your revolver into like a chain revolver, so you could just have a fuck ton of ammo for it. You could turn your shotgun into like a superheated, like fucking just obliteration cannon. You can turn your Gatling gun into like a fucking basically like a beam rifle. They never lost accuracy after you shot it more than twice. It's crazy. You do crazy things in those games. The second game, you play as a Big Daddy, which is like the preem.
Everyone, listen. We don't have to explain a Big Daddy, okay? If you're watching this fucking video, you're an hour and 30 minutes into the video. You don't know who Big Daddy is? Get the fuck out of my face.
Big dude.
Yeah, he's on the fucking cover. You play as a Big Daddy, and you're trying to look for your daughter. That's the whole plot of the first game. Same deal, except you get cooler and more unique guns. You get like a rivet gun, you get a drill, you get a fucking double barrel. Crazy shit's happening.
So it's a
You
classic.
get more plasmids too.
Yeah, it's a classic Xbox 360 sequel where it's the same game, but there's more. All right, it's like
Yeah.
that's yeah.
And then you get BioShock Infinite. Oh boy,
I
let me
don't
tell
like
you.
that game.
Man,
I'm
it
on
can be
record.
such-
I'm the guy in the friend group. I don't like BioShock Infinite. Okay.
I used to really like it. I did play it again a while ago. I'm not. It's not my favorite in the franchise anymore. I did play
No, it's definitely not the favorite. I don't think it's a bad game. I definitely
Sorry.
enjoyed it as a kid a lot.
Yeah,
As an adult, I mean, I probably played it at least 10 times in my whole life, and 9 of those being as a kid. I played it like a year ago on the hardest difficulty, and I was like, "This isn't as good as I remember." But I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
a fine game. The best part about the game is the main character's name, dude. Booker DeWitt.
Booker DeWitt.
That is a goated 1940s, 1950s noir name. Okay, that shit hits.
Open the door.
And then there's Emily.
Booker
Everyone
DeWitt.
knows about Emily. It's because she's annoying and you have to walk her around. I think it's Emily, right? Pretty sure her name's Emily.
no, it's
Yes.
not Emily. It's not Emily.
Is it not?
I'm pretty sure it's
BioShock.
My memory's failing me right now, which is really embarrassing because it's my pick.
BioShock.
It's
Booker DeWitt. Elizabeth. It's Elizabeth.
Liz. It's an
Sorry.
E.
It's an E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I
But
do
yeah,
love the poster though. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I think the poster.
no, the poster is good.
Poster.
Yeah, so if you don't know, the big issue of Infinite, aside from the fact that it's kind of like story-wise the lesser of the trilogy, the big issue of Infinite is they had this crazy trailer that they released one E3, and then followed it up with a bunch of like promises and like cut content released in trailers that they didn't follow through on in the main game. And everyone, because at this point BioShock was a big deal because the second games were basically cult classics. So when Infinite came out, everyone's like, "Holy shit, new BioShock!" And then when it comes out and it's not what was promised, everyone kind of they didn't shit on it because it was still mechanically pretty fun. The gameplay was good, but the story wasn't great, and the ending to it wasn't great either. It was kind of
yeah, it was
I don't
something. But it's also like I think the thing with Infinite is it's at least for me, its vibes are completely different than the first and the second one. Like it's not
because
really interesting.
Booker DeWitt's a person because in the first two games
you don't play.
you don't have any
speak.
dialogue from the main
Voiceless pro tag.
character. Yeah, and Booker DeWitt's like a guy with his own agency, and he has his own backstory, and he wasn't really a good person, as you learn throughout the game.
Yeah, Booker's kind of a bad man, but I think Infinite. I don't know. Infinite.
It's got a real cool aesthetic.
It's a good
the aesthetic is cool.
It
Sure.
has very good gameplay in my opinion. I know
the
people are
gameplay's fine.
divisive on the gameplay. I really like it. I like the new plasmids. Or
The hook,
forget what
the
they call
sky,
them
the
again.
cloud hook, or the
Yeah, the sky hook.
whatever, yeah.
It had a little choice in it. The
Mm.
choice you had was an illusionary,
Yeah, I mean,
at least.
I don't. It's fine. I just think it's a lot worse than the other. Frankly, I don't like BioShock 2 that much either, to be honest.
It's not as good as the
That's
first one
because
story
I
wise.
was gonna say I think the first one is like actually a perfect video game. I don't think there's a single flaw with BioShock 1. And I also think which you don't really see a lot anymore. Games. This is interesting. This could be a whole different video to itself, but like games at the end of the 360 era into the Xbox One, PS4 era started to become a lot more like cinematic, kind of more like movies,
Cinematic, gritty.
Well, and they had a lot more cutscenes and dialogue and blah blah blah, and everyone. There's a bunch of games now that people are like, those are just movies, but games, which I don't really agree with a lot of those criticisms, but I think it's interesting where if you look, you could look at BioShock 1 and that is like a perfect video game. Your character doesn't speak and that like lends itself to the story. Like, they use the fact that you are a voiceless protagonist to then have the really big twist, which Stewie, you don't want to spoil it, so I won't say what it is, but it comes into play because your character doesn't fucking talk, you know?
Yeah.
And you are him. Like, the whole twist of BioShock is that, like, you, the player, are the character, and they do a fascinating thing with that. And then BioShock 1 also, I think, which they kind of lose in 2 and Infinite, BioShock 1 excels at the audio log. Okay, and the visual storytelling of, like, walking into a room. I know there are a bunch of memes about it because people make a lot of memes, but BioShock does it really well when you, like, walk into a room and you can find the remnants of this situation and you can kind of piece together what the situation is, and then, like, 5 rooms later you will find an audio log where you just get to listen to that room. You get to listen to the situation happen, and it fully explains what happened, even though, like, you already knew what happened because you could piece it together yourself, but now they're like, you know, now they're giving you nice voice acting and really fun sounds, you know. But the other games don't really do that. And so, like, for me, they kind of lose the charm of BioShock. But banger franchise all around. I think this is a goated game.
I don't really know where they could go, but I feel like they definitely could make a third one. Or fourth one. Jesus Christ. What am I saying? But yeah, they could definitely make a 4th one. Either make it like a, I don't know, like a alternate universe sort of thing where it's still BioShock, but I don't know, they use a branching off point somewhere in the timeline because they can do that. Or they just
honestly,
make a game.
They should just remake 1.
I mean, they
remastered
really both of them, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm be honest with you, I don't really want to remake with the current state that 2K is in right now because they kind of.
I'm not saying like an RE remake. I'm just saying like make it. Not that it needs it. It's still a very pretty looking game, but like, I don't know. Don't make a Netflix movie. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a bad idea.
It's fucking 2K, man. It's 2K.
But yeah, you got any other games, Stewie? Because I know you said you were struggling to come up with some.
I don't really know. I was considering one, but it's in our Star Wars. I feel like that's
we're not talking about Star Wars again.
We're not talking about Star Wars Bounty Hunter, bro.
It's time. I'm coming in. Okay, I'm coming in. It's time for my franchise. I'll only talk about two of them. Shut up. So this first one I'm going to talk about, I don't think you guys know anything about. Fossil Fighters. What do you guys know about Fossil Fighters? Okay.
What do I know about?
Let me tell you guys something. So there are 3 Fossil Fighter games. Okay, I'm sending an image to you boys so you don't have to look at it.
A guy on my bus played it.
Okay. Well, here's
on his DS.
Here, let me send this. This is a better photo. So there were 3 Fossil Fighters. I only really like, there's the first one, there's Fossil Fighter Champions, and then there's Fossil Fighter Frontiers. I did not really enjoy Frontiers, but hey, I can't speak to it. I don't know. I've played the other ones again. I have not played Frontiers since it came out like a million years ago. But essentially what Fossil Fighters, it's very anime, but it has a fun, like, unique to itself art style, in my opinion. But it's a lot of, back in the day, people sort of described it as Pokemon. Now, none of these dinosaurs are real. I mean, they have dinosaurs that, like, they're based on real dinosaurs, so it's not like entirely fake, you know? But like, it's not like you're ripping a T-Rex. You know, we got dinosaurs that can shoot fire and stuff. But imagine, this is a DS game published by Nintendo. But the idea of it is you go to Fossil Island, and you're on Fossil Island so you can become the best fossil fighter. There's like a tournament. So basically the whole game is like an anime tournament arc. And what you do is you go to different zones, and then you dig for fossils. You have a little radar, and you got to dig for fossils, and then you have to clean the fossils. It's like a whole mini game, because, you know, the DS obviously has a touch screen, and it has a little as a microphone, and so you have to. I love
that shit.
You have to like clean the fossils. You have to dig into the fossils without hurting the like bones. You know, like the actual fossils, right? So you're like digging into the rocks, trying to uncover what dinosaur you have found. And then when the screen gets all dirty, because there's rock and shit, you have to blow into the microphone to blow the dust off so you can continue cleaning. just a fun use of the DS's, capabilities. It doesn't really matter. But that is the core mechanic where you just go to new zones, you get new dinosaurs, and you could like trade and battle online and stuff, very Pokemon. But what you would do is you would get the dinosaur skull, and that would let you have the dinosaur. And then you could get its like arms, its legs, and its body, and that would give it new moves and like level it up. And so you're incentivized to just like constantly hit the fucking mines, because children do yearn for the mines, and so you're just hitting the mines, you're going for it, and then you would come back, and then you would hit in the anime tournament arc. By the end of the game, there's like dinosaurs, and there's an aliens. My bad. There are already dinosaurs. By the end of the game, aliens show up, and you're like fighting aliens to like free humanity. None of that really matters. All right, that's not what this shit's about. The point is, this franchise hit. Okay, I remember running around as a kid, bringing the DS into Walmart, playing the fuck out of Fossil Fighters. And it's dead. Alright, they killed it. I don't actually know if they killed it, but the third one didn't really sell very well, and so they never made a fourth one, but I think that's a shame. The third one was like, it was like more, I mean, the first two like look very anime-y, but they're like very anime, but still like it's to 2000s where everything kind of looks like realistic and blah blah blah. But the third one is like for real, just like an anime look. It's very cartoonish.
Yeah.
Then you're driving around in a car. You're in like a car and you have to like drive around to find the fossils. And I was like, I don't want to drive a car. I want to find fossils myself. It's a shame. I don't know. That's what happened to Fossil Fight. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to shout out. That's my GOAT right there. I played a shit ton of Fossil Fighters. But then, one of the other games I'm going to bring, which I know you guys, but this one I think we could all talk about. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Dishonored. What happened? Where did you go, Dishonored?
Where are you?
This game is beautiful. This game's a work of art. It is, I think, in my opinion, one of the greatest stealth games ever made. They're infinitely replayable. Okay, there are so many ways. Like, actually, there are so many ways to do the levels of Dishonored. There's, obviously, there's the main way of just like not killing people or killing people, but just like how you get into the building can be different every time. And then if you are doing a high chaos playthrough and you are murdering people, how you murder them every time is different. Like sometimes you can possess them, or you can stab them, or you could shoot them, or you could send a swarm of rats at them. Like, it's goated. All right. And then the world, this whale punk, it's a real term because of Dishonored, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that Dishonored created
not know that.
They created the term whale punk instead of like steampunk,
Whale punk.
So like this whale punk world is for me, it's so much fun to look at, like the aesthetics and the art style and that fucking cover of Corvo's mask where his arm has the mark of the outsider and it's like glowing.
Yes.
I see that in my dreams, okay? And Corvo's so cool because he like doesn't speak. And he's just like a badass, and you're framed for murder, and he's just like, he just locks in, and he just goes, you just kill all these people. The music's great, and the side characters. This one's got Emily in it. That's what I'll tell you what. That's what I was fucking up. Dishonored's got a little Emily. And you got to go rescue Emily, and then you get betrayed again, and it's really, really one of the greatest games ever made. And then they made the DLCs, which I actually really like. The Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches, where you play as Dowd.
Yeah, Dowd. It was really cool.
Those are fun. They got new, new abilities, new outsider magic, and then they made Dishonored 2, which I also think is pretty good. I don't think it's as
I've never
good.
beat it, honestly. I always get halfway, and I don't know, man. I always get halfway, and I kind of just fall off.
I've done that on repeat playthroughs.
I'm one of the guys that I've played that and beat it maybe 100 million times. I got into speedrunning the first and second games by myself. I probably should have started a YouTube channel over it, but I never did.
We be speedrunning Dishonored 1 all the time, okay?
Sure. but I was like getting into the glitches and like door clipping and doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I just never did
You
anything
should
with
have
it. I
started.
should have.
You fucked up.
I really
You
should
fucked
have,
up.
bro. I would have beaten Dishonored 1 in like an hour or two. Or what's the world record on it? I remember it was never
It's
a world
pretty
record.
quick. It's pretty quick, but listen, I think Dishonored 2 is great. I just don't think it's as good as the first one. But you can, you get to play as Emily or Corvo, both of them. Like Corvo
Oh.
still has like the same abilities, but Emily has really cool, unique new abilities. It's everything a sequel should be. And then Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, which was like not DLC, but it was like it wasn't like a full game. It was
It was like a $30
cheaper,
game.
$30, only a little shorter. Even that was like so much fun, and it kind of concludes the greater narrative that's been building.
Yeah.
And they've said like so technically speaking, Dishonored is over. It's not over, but it's like it could end with Death of the Outsider, and they haven't like left any plot open or anything. However, I think the mechanics and the world are too interesting to leave behind, especially considering I have the Arcane. Now, I mean, Arcane doesn't really exist like it used to anymore, but I have the Arcane wiki up, and the next two games they made were Wolfenstein Youngblood and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot.
What? What? What is that?
Cyberpilot is a VR
That's the
game.
VR one? Yeah.
Youngblood is the multiplayer, the one where you play as BJ's daughter.
They made a Wolfenstein VR
Well,
game.
they co-developed them with Machine Games, who make the, who make Wolfenstein. But after that, they made Deathloop, which I actually do really like. Deathloop. I think Deathloop is a really fun game. Is it as good as Dishonored? No, but I think it has the same feel of being able to do the mission the way you want and however you want. Blah, blah, blah. And Prey, same thing. Shout out Prey. Not a lot of people talk about Prey. Prey's a very good game as well. I really enjoy Prey. Then they made Redfall.
Goated.
Then they made Redfall, and Redfall's not good. But right now they're making Marvel's Blade. They're making a Blade game, which I think
hopefully is very good.
I was gonna say Blade could fully suit their style of video game, and so I really hope it's a return to form. But I hope after Blade we get a Dishonored 3, because like it's just such a cool franchise, and the powers are cool, and I think I could speak for all of us. I can speak for every Dishonored fan back in the day, but dude, everyone wanted that Mark of the Outsider tattoo on their hand. Okay, every single person that played that game was like, dude, I want to go get that shit tattooed on my hand. I never will, because that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but I think about it all the time. And that's my case for Dishonored. I really got nothing else. I'll say we can end this video, but before we do, out of all the games we talked about, which is the franchise that should come back?
Lost Planet.
I mean, I really like Battlefront, but yeah, definitely I would kill for a Lost Planet game, unironically.
Lost
Planet 3, but actually.
Lost Planet and Dishonored.
Lost Planet 3, but it isn't shit, yeah.
Lost Planet 3, but it isn't shit, dude. Hell yeah.
I mean, I could do another Dishonored game. I just
want another Dishonored so bad, dude. It's over though.
Lost Planet.
No, alright.
Arcane Studios got its brains blown out. It's cooked.
Many such cases.
They are pretty much gone. Thanks, Microsoft. Thanks, guys.
We love conglomerates.
Yeah.
It's so great. So good.
But no, I think that makes everything for this video. I mean, maybe we'll make a part 2 in the future, when we think of some more franchises, but there's a million video game franchises that should come back. But for now,
there is.
Thanks for watching, 5 viewers.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. We'll see you on the next one.